On the Blue Avenger, Alger's sacrificial attempt location. Alger's ship, the Blue Avenger, on the Sonia Sea. The ship sways safely on the waves. Alger is nervous and paces around the captain's cabin. He decides to begin the ritual the Fool gave him. He draws the complex symbol, the pupil-less eye with twisted lines. He places candles, cleans the altar, seals the space, and lights the candles with his spirituality. Then he chants in ancient Hermes, "The fool that doesn't belong to this era, you are the mysterious ruler above the gray fog. You are the king of yellow and black who wields good luck. Your devoted servant prays for your attention. I pray for you to take his offerings. I pray for you to open the gates to your kingdom." The winds swirl, pain cuts his skin, but the ritual works. Alger scatters the granules, forming silver and black winds. They merge and tear open an illusory door with the same symbol. Klein, above the gray fog, sees the door appear behind his chair. He helps stabilize it using his spirituality. "You did well. It's my honor," Alger replies. The door closes, the candles calm. Alger trembles, realizing Klein can now truly receive offerings and bestow items. He thinks, Mr. Fool is freeing himself from his predicament one step at a time, and bit by bit, will he enter the real world? Above the gray fog, Klein receives the offering location, the palace above the gray fog. Klein holds the rainbow salamander's pituitary gland. It shines in many colors and tingles in his palm. He smiles proudly, the experiment worked. He then sends his will through Audrey's crimson star. Audrey's bestowment and advancement location, Backland, Audrey's bedroom. Audrey is restless, waiting for news. She flips books and talks to herself nervously about Roselle's advice to stay calm. Then gray fog appears, Klein's presence. He says, "Miss Justice, the attempt was successful. Have you prepared the materials that contain spirituality?" "Yes, I always have such materials with me." Klein gives instructions. "When do you plan on holding the ritual?" "This is based on the premise that there are no beyonders around you." Audrey glances at her dog Susie and decides she can start now. "I can do it now." Klein nods. "The ritual's process is the same as I described previously. All you need to do is change the prayer to, your devoted servant prays for your attention. I pray for you to open the gates to your kingdom. I pray for you to give me strength. In addition to this, use the dualism method." Audrey performs the ritual. The illusory door opens, she sees the rainbow salamander gland, and praises the Fool in her heart. She takes the item, brews the telepathist potion, drinks it, and advances successfully. After stabilizing her new sequence, she lets Susie the talking golden retriever in. They discuss how to secretly inform Shio and Fours about Klein's instructions. Both girl and dog fall into serious thought together. Klein's real-life preparations location, Backland. After everything succeeds, Klein returns to his normal body, rests briefly, then buys disguises, gold-rimmed glasses, wigs, mustaches. He rents a small, cheap flat in Eastborough for safety, 17 solely total. He plans to start his detective cover identity. First detective case, finding Brody the cat location, 15 Minsk Street, Backland. Klein is at home when the doorbell rings. His first clients arrive, an old lady and her grandson. He greets them with humor. "Good morning, madam, sir. What a wonderful day it is, at least up to this point, for I have already seen the sun for 5 minutes. Yes, it's always shy and doesn't come out from behind the fog and the dark clouds. Are you Detective Sherlock Moriarty?" They want him to find Brody, a black cat that's missing. The grandson offers 5 solely. Klein investigates and eventually finds the cat trapped inside a cupboard. "How did you know it was in the cupboard?" "Inference, my good man." Klein returns the cat, gets paid, and gains a small reputation. A new client, Ian location Klein's office later that day. A teenage boy arrives. Ian, the same one Klein once saw being chased on the train. Ian nervously asks if Klein is Detective Sherlock Moriarty, then tells his story. He used to work for Detective Zuriel Victor Lee. Zuriel disappeared a few days ago after investigating something. Ian believes Zuriel was kidnapped or controlled. The police won't help yet, and other detectives ignored him. Ian offers to hire Klein with 2 payment options. Klein accepts £5 in advance plus 3 favors later. They sign a contract. Ian writes down Zuriel's details. "You don't need to contact me. I will appear at the right time." Klein notes Ian's obsessive neatness when counting money and wonders about his nature. Investigation at night, Zuriel's house location, 138 Rose Street, Backland Bridge. Klein disguises himself in worker's clothes and sneaks to Zuriel's home. Using spirit vision, He sees 3 faint auras in the bedroom, people hiding inside. He throws in a slumber charm, putting them to sleep. He finds Zriel's hair and performs dream divination. In the vision, he sees Zriel's rotting corpse surrounded by rats, half-eaten, mutilated. Klein wakes and confirms Zriel is dead. He then performs spirit communication on one of the sleeping men. Who sent you to Zriel's home? Murso. Murso sent me to wait for the boy named Ian. Who ordered Murso? No idea. He's an executioner of our Zmanger gang. No one can order him other than the boss. Klein learns the gang name Zmanger and the man Murso. He's exhausted, leaves silently, and escapes the house by jumping from the balcony. Sewer discovery, Zriel's corpse location, East Borough sewers. Klein uses divination and the strands of hair to find Zriel's corpse. It's exactly as seen in the dream, half-eaten by rats. He tries channeling the spirit again, but it fails. He concludes a Beyonder must have destroyed the spirit. The disguise of Zriel earlier also hints at Beyonder abilities. Klein decides this case is too risky. He'll report it through Ian and stop investigating. Ian returns and sees the corpse next morning. Ian returns to Klein's house and asks nervously if there's progress. Yes, I found Zriel's corpse. Ian stays calm but shocked. They go together to the sewer. Ian vomits on seeing the body. Klein helps him with Quelaag's oil to calm him. Ian confirms. I can confirm that this is Detective Zriel. My condolences, Klein replies out of politeness. Klein tells Ian to call the police and not to mention him. Ian agrees. Klein then asks for one of the promised favors, a place to buy weapons secretly. Ian gives the location. Braveheart's Bar, Iron Gate Street. Find Kasper's Kalinin, say Old Geezer sent you. They part ways. Klein secretly follows and sees Ian return to the sewer, proving Ian has his own hidden motives. Tea time. Audrey, Zio, and Four's location. Viscount Glaint's house. Audrey meets Zio and Fours privately. She gives them a large envelope. Zio Fours, this is the reward the two of you deserve. Shio checks the envelope and finds 800 pounds. She's shocked and thankful. Miss Audrey, thank you for your generosity. Your honesty makes you look even more beautiful. Fours laughs and says it's more money than all her book royalties. Viscount Glaint also offers them another deal about a potion formula. Shio and Fours mention they've found someone connected to the psychology alchemists. Audrey, who is now Sequence 8 telepathist, smiles calmly. The hidden note later that evening. Shio is reading History of the Lowen Kingdom's Aristocracy by the Fire. She feels something strange in the book's cover, opens it, and finds a hidden interlayer with an ancient paper. The paper has Emperor Rozel's symbols and a prayer in ancient Hermes, the fool that doesn't belong to this era. The mysterious ruler above the gray fog. The king of yellow and black who wields good luck. Shio is excited. She realizes Viscount Glaint's ancestors must have been able to read Rozel's coded symbols, connecting back to Klein's divine identity. Morning, Chairwood Borough, 15 Minsk Street. Klein's quiet morning, Klein relaxes in a reclining chair by the fireplace, reading the newspaper ads. He finds an ad. A new type of transportation vehicle is in urgent need for investments. Details to be discussed in person. He circles it with a pencil. He thinks, if there were no commissions tomorrow or the day after, he planned on seeing if this so-called new type of transportation vehicle had any investment value. He mutters aloud, I hope it's a product similar to a bicycle. A mystical interruption, Klein suddenly hears a prayer echoing in his mind. He wonders, who is it? Miss Justice, Mr. Hanged Man? The son, or some clerk at the Backland Bank copying my passcode? He returns to his room, locks the door, and enters the world above the gray fog. There, beside the fool's chair, he sees a glowing brilliance, someone praying to him. He connects and sees a blurry scene of a girl in a knight's trainee uniform, Zio. He realizes she should be one of the 2 Beyonders that Miss Justice mentioned that requires my vetting. Klein decides not to respond yet. He'll test her later at night. Same day. Somewhere in Backland, Shio's panic after reading ancient words, Shio reads a strange paper hidden inside a book and silently recites an ancient Hermes sentence. She freezes. She realizes she's spoken an honorary name of a hidden being. The fool that doesn't belong to this era? Terrified, she thinks she might have drawn the attention of an evil god or devil. She comforts herself. Don't worry, don't be afraid. I just said the honorable name and didn't follow up with a prayer. This is an incomplete ceremony, so it shouldn't attract any attention. Still frightened, she goes to wash her face and sees a long brown hair in the mirror, though her own hair is yellow. Thinking a monster appeared, she attacks but hits her friend Fours instead. Comic relief and confession. Fours groans, "I just got back." "Sho, are you nuts? Why did you attack me without even looking clearly? And you hit me so hard?" Shio asks, embarrassed, "Where did you come in from?" Fours answers, "Through the bathroom window." "Why, is there a problem?" "As an apprentice, it's normal to not bring a key with me." Shio confesses her mistake and shows the mysterious paper. Fours studies it and says, "It's not any of the evil gods, devils, and secret existences that I know of. It should be fine." She teases, "Of course, if something were to really happen, there's no way we can rescue ourselves with our meager abilities." Sio panics again and blurts, "Fours, let's sleep together tonight." "Forget it, I'll just sleep on my own." They decide to wait until morning. Late night, Klein's experiment above the gray fog. Klein's idea. Klein wakes and wonders if he can pull Gio into the gray fog world through her connection. He thinks she must be asleep and might treat it as a dream. He tries, and it works. A blurry petite figure appears briefly. Klein cuts the connection instantly. He confirms that anyone who chants his name creates a crimson star, meaning a stable link. He learns he can only maintain a limited number of such links. Shio's dream. Shio wakes suddenly from sleep, having dreamed of a figure in gray fog looking down on her. She trembles and thinks, "Is it a nightmare or did I attract a hidden existence?" She decides to seek help from an exorcist at tomorrow's Beyonder gathering. Next morning, Klein's breakfast and plans. Breakfast and thoughts. Klein eats soaked wheat bread with milk and muses about Backlund's food and transport. He plans to visit Mr. Leopard to check the new transportation vehicle. An unwanted visitor, someone pounds on his door. It's Mirso, the dark-skinned Highlander from the Zmanger gang. Dialogue. "Are you Detective Sherlock Moriarty?" "Yes. I want to hire you to find someone." He describes the boy Ian Wright and keeps raising the payment. "He's a thief who has stolen an important item from me. 10 pounds, 30 pounds, 50 pounds. Klein refuses every time. "I'm sorry, I cannot accept the mission." Mirso leaves coldly. Same day, St. George Borough. Meeting the inventor, Klein travels by public transport to Leopard's house. It's raining. Leopard greets him and says eagerly, "How much do you wish to invest?" "Ah, right. Would you like some coffee or black tea?" It seems I'm out of black tea." Klein says directly he wants to see the invention first. Leopard shows a messy workshop with a large pedal-powered carriage. "Is that the new form of transportation you invented?" Leopard explains enthusiastically. "This is a transportation tool that doesn't need a horse. The driver sits in the front left seat, continuously stepping on the pedals. I used inflated rubber on the wheels." Klein replies dryly that it's too heavy. He suggests a simpler design. Why not have only 2 wheels with only one person without an outer shell? "You mean something like a bicycle?" Klein nods. They agree on investment. Klein gives 100 gold pounds for 35% shares limited to the bicycle concept. They shake hands and sign a simple contract. Evening, Klein's house, 15 Minsk Street. The ambush. Klein returns home in drizzle, goes to the bathroom. While washing hands, he sees a pair of eyes beside his reflection. A black-feathered arrow shoots into the basin. Mirsault attacks. They fight fiercely. Mirsault's strength is overwhelming. Klein dodges using agility and his premonitions. Finally, Klein grabs a contract template from the floor and throws it like a dart into Mirsault's throat. Mirsault collapses bleeding and dies. Aftermath and investigation. Klein checks with spirit vision. No one else is nearby. He gathers the Beyonder characteristic, a dark red jelly-like substance. He debates what to do: report, hide the body, or flee. He uses divination. I should make a police report. The pendulum swings positively. He stages the scene to look like self-defense, hides mystical evidence above the gray fog, and waits an hour. Calling the police. Klein steps out into the rainy night and shouts, "Officers! A criminal attacked me. In the fight, I accidentally stabbed him to death." 2 constables arrive, inspect the scene, and call a sergeant. Klein explains everything about Mirsault and the ambassador. The sergeant listens and decides to take him to the station. Night. Empress Borough. Mr. A's gathering CO and Fours. By the potion formula, they attend the secret Beyonder market. On the blackboard, sequence 8 sheriff potion formula, 450 pounds. Sio buys it, reading the ingredients. A pair of terror demon worm's eyes. Silver warbear's right palm. After buying, she worries again about being haunted and posts another request. suspected haunting of evil spirits. Requesting the help of friends who specialize in exorcism. 30 pounds. Purification ritual. They meet a man in a white mask. He says, "Let me introduce myself first. I am a believer of the sun." Fours replies, "This is the first time I'm seeing a living believer of the sun." He performs a ritual and chants, "The sun that is eternal, you are an inextinguishable light. You are the embodiment of order, I pray to you. Please bestow me with your cleansing glow. Please repel the evil spirits in this body." Warm light surrounds them. Both feel relaxed and safe. Late night, Rice Police Station, Sherwood Borough. Klein under interrogation. Klein waits with thieves and drunkards, cold and uncomfortable. He feels a warm touch on his hand, perhaps mystical. A sergeant calls him, "Sherlock Moriarty, come with me to the interrogation room." Inside sits a man in black with cold blue eyes. I ask. You answer. Klein immediately feels intense mental pressure, the power of a Sequence 7 interrogator, Arbiter Pathway. The interrogator spreads 8 photos and says, "Identify the ambassador who met Meursault from these photographs." Klein points out the right man. "Were your previous statements the truth?" "Nothing but the truth." "When was the last time you met Ian Wright?" Yesterday morning." Satisfied, the interrogator says coldly, "You may leave now." Klein leaves exhausted but safe. The sergeant adds, "Come with me to fill out some forms. Lawyer Jurgen is waiting to bail you out." Klein breathes in relief. The danger is over. Klein's bail and meeting lawyer, Jurgen Cooper. Klein meets Jurgen Cooper, a young but very proper senior solicitor at the Rice Police Station. Jurgen looks like he's always dressed for a fancy dinner, in a black double-breasted suit, stiff white shirt, huge bow tie, and shiny boots, making the policeman very respectful toward him. Jurgen held his half-top hat and looked at Klein with his blue eyes while saying, "The formalities are over. You can leave if you pay the bail of 10 pounds. Thank you." Klein pays the 10-pound bail with relief because he still has his money with him. Otherwise, he would have had to borrow from his neighbor, Jurgen. He's grateful that the police didn't steal any of his money, since newspapers often describe the police as corrupt. Jurgen explains that once the case is over, Klein can return in a week to get his bail back, though realistically, they won't notify him voluntarily. After the case is closed, your bail will be returned to you. You can come here and ask for your bail to be returned. Klein realizes he might never get it back and mentally calculates that he's actually losing money after this whole case because of damages to his home. Klein's discussion with Jurgen about work. Klein thanks Jurgen sincerely for bailing him out. "Thank you. Thank you for coming to bail me out. How much should I pay you?" "This one's pro bono. I believe that we'll have many opportunities to work together in the future." "Lawyer Jurgen, are you cursing me?" Jurgen clarifies that he's not. Detectives often need lawyers. Klein then tells him he wants a lawyer to draw up an investment contract for $100 with clauses about rights and veto powers. Jurgen agrees to finish it by Monday for $2. Klein returns home and talks with his neighbors. Klein goes home to a messy apartment after the police search and feels the pain of starting his detective business with a loss. Soon the maid next door invites him to see her employers, Mr. and Mrs. Sammer. Luke Sammer, his stout neighbor with a thin mustache, greets him kindly. "Good evening, Mr. Moriarty. That's quite unbecoming as a neighbor." Klein apologizes for the trouble caused and offers to compensate. They're polite, not angry, and talk about his income as a private detective. "I earned £5 and 5 solely last week, but after last night's incident, I might have made a loss." Mrs. Sammer explains that a decent life in Backland costs at least $7 a week, and her husband earns $8 as a manager at Coim. Klein realizes that the couple are kind people and is thankful they aren't unreasonable landlords who would evict him. Shio and Fours meet the masked man elsewhere. Shio Derecha and Fours Wall, 2 side characters, hire an exorcist who claims to have banished an evil spirit. Then Zio receives a strange note inviting her to talk in private. "Miss Arbiter, who has just bought the sheriff formula, would you mind having a chat in the study? I might have what you need." Curious but cautious, she goes to the study, where a man wearing a golden mask tells her he sold her the sheriff formula and can provide her the required potion materials, the eyes of a terror demon worm and the right palm of a silver war bear. He claims to be looking for helpers and offers Zio paid missions in exchange for materials. Though suspicious, Zio agrees, deciding to take the opportunity. Klein buys a gun and meets the undead. On Sunday, Klein spends over $6 fixing furniture, then goes to Braveheart's bar to secretly buy a revolver for $3.10 from Kaspars Kalinin, a scarred weapons dealer. Klein also asks Kaspars about hiring a bodyguard stronger than normal humans. Kaspars arranges a meeting with Merrick, a pale man surrounded by more than 10 people who turn out to be zombies. Klein nearly panics but stays calm. When he explains that he needs protection because he offended a big shot backed by a country, Merrick gets scared and refuses. This mission is priceless, get out. Klein leaves, realizing even the undead man was afraid of his situation. Klein's night of planning back home, Klein analyzes everything. The ambassador who sent assassins wants to find Ian Wright, not just kill him. Klein writes a note saying, "I don't know Ian Wright's whereabouts. I haven't seen him since we found Zriel's body." He leaves the note on his desk so anyone sneaking in would read it. Later, Klein performs divination about Ian Wright and sees him sleeping in a poor room in East Borough or Backland Bridge. He then continues his investigation above the gray fog, confirming his safety and even witnessing scenes involving Shio's exorcism through a golden light connection. Klein divines Merceau's Beyonder characteristic. Klein divines the Beyonder characteristic he took from Merceau and learns it corresponds to the Hunter potion from the Intis Republic, confirming that the enemy ambassador is likely Intis's Bakerland Jean Madan. He reasons that Backland's turmoil and his current troubles stem from this man and his search for a mysterious item. The paper that moved by itself. The next morning, Klein notices that the note he left on the desk has mysteriously turned around even though no one entered. He's terrified. It means someone or something entered his room undetected. When he uses divination to check, it returns negative, implying it wasn't a human intruder. Later, when he redivines, he discovers that the infiltrator was actually an iron-black threadworm, a strange creature crawling into his room, reading the paper, then leaving. It was sent under the ambassador's orders. Breakfast with Jurgen and Business Klein has breakfast with Jurgen and his grandmother Doris, who serves bean turnip soup, surprisingly tasty. Jurgen gives Klein the completed contract and Klein pays $2. "Your professional skills are better than I imagined. Remember to shred the remaining contracts when everything is over." Klein thanks them and later meets Leopard, paying him $50 as an investment, leaving Klein with only $21 left. He then visits the library and confirms the ambassador's identity, Bakerland Jean Madan, Intis's ambassador to Lowen. The Tarot Club meeting at 3 p.m., Klein, as the Fool, holds the Tarot Club meeting with Justice Audrey, Hanged Man Alger, and son Derek. Justice has just advanced to Sequence 8, Telepathist. "Welcome, our Miss Telepathist." After exchanging diaries and information, Klein issues his first official mission. The task he wants to be completed is the assassination of the Intis Republic ambassador to the Lowen Kingdom, Bakerland Jean Madan. Audrey is shocked, but after Hanged Man explains Bakerland's secret crimes as a corrupt intelligence chief, she agrees. "Mr. Fool, I can attempt to complete this mission, but I cannot guarantee its success." "Sure." Hanged Man also volunteers to help. Roselle's diary revelation. Klein reads 6 pages of Emperor Roselle's diary, learning crucial secrets. Sequence 2, Seer Pathway, is Miracle Invoker. Sequence 1, Monster Pathway, is Snake of Mercury, which controls fate. The Law of Beyonder characteristics indestructibility. Beyonder powers can be passed down to children. The King of the Five Seas, Nas Solomon, was once a pirate Roselle helped empower. Klein reflects deeply on these revelations. Justice and Son's knowledge exchange. After the main business, Audrey trades the light suppliant formula, from Klein to Son, in exchange for information about dragons. Derek explains that dragons are ancient, powerful creatures, especially the Dragon of Imagination Ankevelt and his son, Dragon of Nightmare Alzahad, who could make dreams and thoughts become reality. Klein suspects these beings are connected to the mysterious sealed artifact 008. Audrey's real-world actions. Back in the real world, Audrey plans to attend a ball hosted by Countess Juria, which the Intis ambassador Bakerland will also attend. She wants to gather information before delegating the assassination mission to her Beyonder friends CO and Fours. Alger's movements. Meanwhile, Alger, the Hanged Man, returns to Bayam in disguise to meet fellow pirates or secret organizations, wearing a white mask and entering through secret signals. Klein's reflections and the next move. Back in Backland, Klein analyzes his situation again. He realizes the ambassador and the secret order are likely connected. The intruder, Threadworm, was probably from the Seer Pathway, the same as his. He decides to visit Braveheart's bar again to sell Mersault's Beyonder characteristic and find new allies or items. Klein at the Beyonder Gathering Caspers takes Klein to a hidden Beyonder gathering. Everyone wears iron masks and robes. First, an apothecary asks for help killing beasts in the sewers, paying with medicine. Others sell weapons and potions. Klein learns about the value of Beyonder items. The cheapest weapon with supernatural effect costs hundreds of pounds. Finally, Klein presents the Crimson Jelly, Mersault's Beyonder characteristic, as something mysterious he found. This is something I obtained from a corpse. I'm not sure what use it has, it's just that I find it very magical. An elder known as Mr. Eye of Wisdom offers him $400, recognizing its value. Klein then asks about hiring a bodyguard, but everyone refuses, saying a sequence 6-5 opponent is too dangerous. Then another man called Black Snake interrupts, offering him a risky mystical item. It can let you hear the voice of a great being. If you're lucky, you'll become very powerful. If you're unlucky, you'll die. Do you want to take the gamble? Despite warnings, Klein accepts. Deal.